Hey, how's everybody doing? Can I get an oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Can I get an oh yeah again?
Oh yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Starting over Father with a Dream. Father with a Dream podcast. My first time coming live. My first time coming live here on YouTube, man. How's everybody doing, man? Hope everybody's doing well. We're gonna get straight into it today, man. I got, let me type hello in the chat. Type hello in the chat. Type hello back, whoever's in here. Show me some love. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Here's the thing. Let's talk about it today. Listen, didn't work out. Didn't work out, but listen, I'm still thankful. Right? It didn't work out. Last relationship didn't quite work out for me. So my bad. Last relationship didn't work out for me, but still thankful. Still thankful. Still thankful for the ups and the downs. And the thing is a lot of times these failed marriages, it's not a bad thing. It's bad that, I know I have two children and things of that nature, and that's anything about a divorce. You're going through a divorce. That's going to be bad in itself because you're not around your children all the time. And it's been almost a year. I haven't seen my little ones, but I'm working it out. Everything's being worked out. But like I said, other than that, everything else I got to be thankful for. Even being the separation, is getting myself together, taking this entire year just to get myself together, just to put me in a space that I need to be to actually um, be successful and things of that nature, actually be the man that I want to be. So going through that decade and my last marriage, man, that was the best thing that could happen to me. I'm telling you, that's the best thing. Yeah, it's a failure, but it's a good failure because that failure has led me to being here, to relocating, to take a step out on the water, to take a step out in faith, and to really bet on myself. My last marriage failing has caused me to really bet on myself instead of relying on people or relying on somebody to help you. Relying on somebody to be a cheerleader, to be a coach, things of that nature. We put all this on this other person. They should be doing X, Y, and Z. Both people had the same mindset, but not knowing the real, you know, how can I say? You guys come together based off of whatever need, whatever he or she can feel. And when those things don't quite happen the way you want them to happen or the way you like them to happen, you just give up on um on a marriage altogether. But anyways, man, going back to what I was saying, lessons that were learned, lessons that were learned, my lessons that were learned. Once again, it has caused it's gone in the right direction. Going through something. Once again, not pointing the finger at the other person. That's really going through this failed marriage has caused me. I'm not gonna lie to has caused me to reflect on myself. I mean, really reflect on myself. And a lot of things, I came to conclusion is uh the huge one was me not being in my purpose when I came into the marriage. Me not being operating in my purpose was has doomed my marriage from the beginning. It doomed it from the beginning. Like the marriage was not going to work. It didn't matter how many, me being in the military, all these benefits and stuff like that. Me not operating in my purpose was doomed my marriage. So I got to put the onus on myself. Me being married was based off out of necessity, right? I mean, I got personal reasons, but she at that particular time, she's what I needed. So it was not really based necessarily off of love. It was just, I hate to say it like this, it was like the next person up. right? That was I could say that it was like the next person up. It wasn't really based off of love. It was just hey, the next person up. And she, I had roommates and stuff like that, and she filled that void, and that's all it was. I mean, let's be honest. I got I got to be honest. It was a void. I could tell myself I'm being real, but it was a void in my life, and she just filled that void. It. It wasn't necessarily based out of love. It's like, yeah, I came to this love situation or the whatever feeling I was feeling and this, that, and the third. I guess I came to it, I guess. I don't know. Or could have been. I don't know. I don't know. I just me going into that marriage, I was just so out of whack. But the thing is, I mean, there was so many different things that were going on when she came. It's like she came in like at the right time. It's like I was going through, I lost my job and things. I was didn't have a job for 10 months and stuff like that. So once again, it's like she came in at a perfect time because I had a particular need, but me not having my stuff together, yeah, me just playing around, and me not coming. I told you guys, me coming from Japan to uh, out the Air Force from Okinawa, Japan, back to United States. Didn't want to go back to upstate New York, but came came to DC, Maryland, Virginia, and that's where my second life began, basically. But those 5 years, man, before I met my ex-wife, I was just chilling. I had the game plan. I had the game plan back in once again Okinawa, Japan. I had the game plan. I knew what I wanted to do, the modeling, the acting, this, that, and the third. Instead of sticking with that and me allow myself to be sucked in to what the world was doing, to what everybody else was doing. I was sucked in to what everybody else was doing. So everybody's doing this, I'm doing that. Not focused, not this, not that. That modeling thing kind of went away. The acting thing kind of went away. I just drifting for 5 years, not on my purpose, just partying. I was going to church, I was working out and rec centers playing ball. I was busy. Here the thing is, I was busy. That's what I say. I was busy, but I wasn't productive. Can't get an oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was busy, but I wasn't productive. So yeah, I was doing things, playing basketball, lifting weights. I was going to school. Uh, I was doing extra. I was love playing. I love playing the drums. So I was traveling around DC, Maryland, Virginia, wherever, trying to sit in on gigs and stuff. So I was. Don't get me wrong. I was busy, but I wasn't productive because I didn't have a. I didn't. I had the purpose, but kind of threw that away or a sense of the direction, that I wanted to head in coming back to the United States, threw that away and just got just like the prodigal son, just got caught up in the sauce. Just got caught up, caught up and I'm going through the motions. I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I'm just drifting, just drifting, not having a sense of direction, not knowing which way was up, which way was down, going to left, right, all around. I'm just drifting. So I spent 5 years basically drifting. Then I met her. Still, once again, still in drift mode. She was basically she was just, had like two roommates before her. So basically, the ex just became just the roommate. But you slap love on it because it's like, okay, well, if I slap love on it, then maybe it's gonna mean something. If I slap love on it, but really I'm looking for another roommate, then I've doomed my marriage to fail. You got to be honest with yourself, gentlemen. You got to be honest with yourself. Can I get oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
You got to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest. We have to be honest. What is this marriage doing for me right now? Seriously. What is this marriage? I mean, gentlemen, you're probably just like me. Some of you just like me. Your wife filled a role. Maybe she was earning a nice, decent income. Com, combined with yours. If we thinking if we you were like me, if we come together, we got this amount of money in the house. We can do X, Y, and Z. But once again, still not operating in purpose, gentlemen. Your marriage is going to fail, bro. Can I get oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter how much money you make, gentlemen. If you're not operating in your purpose, you already doomed your marriage to fail, right? And people talk about masculinity, right? People talk about men talk about masculinity. And masculinity is this, and everybody has a definition for masculinity. I'm just gonna keep it plain and simple. Masculinity, to me, a masculine man is a man operating in purpose. A man who operates in purpose is a masculine man. Because masculinity has nothing to do with what's around me. That's not masculinity. I'll say that again. Masculinity is not what's out here. All this. Oh, you said what? You said what? You said what? Right? All that tough guy stuff. That's not masculinity. That's actually stupidity. See, all that macho stuff is stupidity. Masculinity has nothing to do with being strong and I gotta knock somebody out. It has nothing to do with that. Masculinity has to do with your purpose. A man who operates in his purpose is operating in his masculinity, his true masculinity. That man has gone within and brought the dreams and the visions and the things that he's been thinking about. He's brought it out here into this world. He's standing 10 toes down on it. He's creating, he's multiplying, he's building. That's the man operating in masculinity. A man in purpose is operating in masculinity. A man operating in his purpose is operating in masculinity. Plain and simple. So to me, my last marriage, I wasn't even operating in my masculinity because I didn't have a purpose. I can't say that I wasn't even operating in my masculinity. Didn't have a purpose for myself. Definitely didn't have a purpose for her or the marriage. Purpose starts with me. I wasn't even operating in my purpose, gentlemen. So guess what? My marriage was already fucked up. I was already done. It was already done. It was already a wrap. No purpose. No purpose for my soul, no purpose for her, no purpose for anything, man. I was a loose cannon. Loose cannon. I was loose. A man with no purpose is dangerous because that man is dangerous to himself and to everybody around him. A man who doesn't know what he's been put here to do is a danger. It's a danger to himself and to his society. A man with no purpose is a I'm not gonna say a biohazard, but he's destructive. See, gentlemen, this is what I found out. See where women get the security from is when you are secure in yourself, then she can find her security in you, right? Because women, a lot of women want the security piece. But gentlemen, if you don't have a purpose, you don't have security either. If you're basing something off of some job, off of some career that can here today, that could be gone tomorrow, or it could be on the downcline, gentlemen, you put that woman on a slippery slope with you. She can't have that security. Women are looking for security. The only way a man can be secure is if he's operating in his purpose. When a man operate in his purpose, then that's where his security is. And once play this, once you are locked down into your purpose, and this is what it is that you're doing, then she can put that her faith in your security because you're rooted in the things that you've been put here to do. You chasing those dreams, whatever you're doing, you're 10 toes down in that. I don't care what's going on around me. I'm locked into my purpose. I'm getting it done. Then she in turn can hold on to you because you are rooted and grounded in the things in your purpose. So yeah, gentlemen, women talk about masculinity. Masculinity for a man comes from your purpose. If you're not operating in your purpose, you're not operating in your masculinity. Period. Can I get a oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
If a man is not operating in his purpose, he's not operating in true masculinity. Nothing outside of you is going to cause you to be masculine. Your money doesn't make you masculine. Let's rewind that. Money does not make you masculine. Doesn't matter how many degrees you have, that does not make you masculine. A man who's operating in his purpose is operating in his true masculinity. This is why all these things, think about it, all these different celebrities and basketball, football, all this other stuff. Why do you think this stuff? Why do they? Excuse me, slow down. Why do you think they pay these so-called actors and these football and basketball and these celebrities? Why do you think these people get paid so much? Because they're here to distract you from you operating in your purpose. That's how big your purpose is. Once again, no man is here just to be here. Operating in purpose is big. This is why people are getting paid big bucks to distract you, gentlemen. People are getting paid big bucks. Build billion-dollar football stadiums and basketball stadiums and baseball and hockey. All these different things going on around you to do what? To distract you from operating in your purpose. Come on, gentlemen. You gentlemen, we think of ourselves, we think of ourselves too small. You're actually you're tight in these streets. You gentlemen, you think according to this. And once again, I'm not here to get all extra spiritual and all that stuff. But you gentlemen, you think too small. You think way too small. You're being distracted from your purpose. I'm telling you, if you're not operating your purpose, gentlemen, I'm telling you, you doomed that woman. You're gonna take that woman through hell. You're not operating. I'll say it again. If you're not operating in your purpose, you're gonna take that woman straight to hell. Mm. Mm. Gentlemen, I hate to say it like that, gentlemen. If you're not operating your purpose, I got to say that. You taking, yeah. You're not operating your purpose. It's that serious. It's that serious, gentlemen. You're misusing your helper. You don't have anything for her to do. You haven't even found yourself yet. What in God's name are you doing connecting yourself with this female? She's supposed to help you. You operating in purpose, yes, you are dooming that woman. You're causing her life. You are causing for even for her to operate out of order. She can't follow you because you don't know what you're doing. You had no idea what you're here for. You don't have any direction of where, if you don't have the purpose, you sure enough don't have a standard. And on top of that standard is the vision. You don't have none of these three things, and you about to connect yourself to this female, and you think You think your marriage is going to work out? Seriously, you think your marriage is going to work out? You think you're operating in true masculinity with no purpose? Purpose is where the masculinity comes from. The dreams, everything. See, purpose starts here. Doesn't start out here. Doesn't start. No, none of this determines my masculinity. It comes from the in to the out. I'm supposed to bring something that's within me out here into this world because listen, think about it. When you walk around your neighborhood, everything that's around you came from somebody's thoughts. Think about it. Everything around you came from somebody's thoughts. So somebody's thinking and somebody's building. It comes from here and you're supposed to create it out here. This is what I'm saying. When you gentlemen think too small, you think according to race, culture, ethnicity, all that wild stuff, and religion, all that. No, gentlemen. No. You all have work to do. Your wife is supposed to help you with the work, with your orders, whatever it is that you're supposed to do. That comes from within you, gentlemen. She's supposed to help you bring that to life. But if you gentlemen haven't even found that portion of yourself, gentlemen, what are you doing with your what are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing? Huh? What are we doing, gentlemen? The fabric of life is the purpose. Masculinity comes from the purpose. I told you something. It doesn't matter how many degrees, I don't care how many cars, I don't care what neighborhood you live in. That is not masculinity. The clothes that you wear, it's not masculinity. The house that you live in, your zip code, your tax bracket, gentlemen, that's not masculinity. We are all here. Everybody that is physically here, we are physically here. We physically have something to do. Every last one of us, gentlemen. That's the mission. Not to operate out in what's out here. No, gentlemen, it's to bring what's in you, bring it out you. That's the purpose. You're supposed to go within to bring what is within you out you. That's the purpose. It's not about participating in everything that's going on around you. You're getting caught up into the footballs and the basketballs and the celebrities and this music and some disaster over here, gentlemen. It's all a bunch of trash. It's all a bunch of trash trying to distract you. But you gentlemen have to go within to bring that which is in out. Then she comes and she helps you with that. She sees it because you brought it from within, you brought it out. She can physically see it in whatever way you choose to manifest it. She can see it now. She can add to it and she can multiply. But if you don't have nothing for her to even work with, gentlemen, then once again you have doomed her. You have doomed this woman. You dealing with her not knowing your purpose. And this woman comes into your life, you could send these women into tailspins. It's how these women, some of you gentlemen just so out of whack. You had no idea what you're here for. You just out of whack. You just doing this, that, and the third. And these women come to your life and you just send these women, you send all these women spending. Now, those things you can get on the table, you twirl it and you spin it. This is how some of you gentlemen are doing these women. These women come into your life and you just got these women just spinning because you all over the place. And here comes this woman. She might be a good girl. She might be whatever. She could be down bad. She could be a good girl. And you come in and you all over the place. And this woman comes in and you shaking her all up. You shaking this woman all up. You shaking her up. She comes into your life and you just both of you, God forbid, both of you doing this, then it's just a hot mess. She comes in, you deal with her for a little bit, and you move on. Once again, what you got her doing? You got her spinning. So she gonna go to another guy, and she's already in a state of confusion. See, this is what happens. This is how men become destroyers. A man, I'll say it again, a man without a purpose becomes a destroyer. Everything that you touch, like this, everything you touch, yeah, everything you touch is not gonna have a purpose. Everything you touch, everything time you speak, you're not gonna speak with purpose. You're gonna speak utter nonsense. Things that come out your mouth is gonna be foolish because it's gonna be has doesn't have purpose with it. You're just talking. You're just a talking. You're a talking dog. So you're easy programmable. Somebody can just, a man without a purpose. You can say anything to him. He's just gonna believe it, and he's gonna and whatever you told that that big dummy dog, you're gonna give it to him. They're gonna run out here and they gonna tell everybody X, Y, and Z. Yeah, a man without purpose is a destroyer.
Oh yeah.
I'll say it again. A man without a purpose is a destroyer. That type of man is a danger to everything and everyone around him. Shoot, gentlemen, I became a destroyer. Now, granted, I told you about 3 years in, then then the light bulb comes on, and I was working at the post office in the 1247. My post office route popped up, and things started coming together again. But 3 years into marriage, you already spinning, got her spinning. So now there's no really direction of where my household was going. I didn't have purpose. And then 3 years later, then things start happening, and then I stopped spinning. Then I got my bearings straight. But shoot, if I stop, and she's still spinning, that's still not a good look. You got somebody spinning, but then you try to grab them. Hey, this is what I got going on. This is you try to once again you try to stop somebody from spinning. You grab them. Hey, this is what's going on, and I got this and that. I think we need to head down this way. Then that person is like, Nah, man, I was cool spinning. But then you trying to hold her still, and she had to let her go, and she just. But you gotta, you can't look at her and say, well, it's your fault. No, you 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 created that monster. You gotta take responsibility. Yeah, you are responsible for creating that type of monster. I was spinning, no direction. I was just a monster. I was a destroyer. Excuse me, I was a destroyer. No direction. No, didn't know where I was going. I became a destroyer. And when you become a destroyer and you come in contact with people, you're going to turn those people, those nice, good people, into a destroyer themselves. This is a man without a purpose. A man without a purpose is a destroyer. Anybody can put anything into you. You just programmable. Somebody just put I don't say a battery in your back, but hell, you already got the battery in your back. You just somebody needs to come do is tap on you, program, and send you on your way. And you out here and you're doing the bidding of somebody else. You're a destroyer. You don't have a purpose. You don't know your purpose. I don't say you don't have one. You don't know it. You like the prodigal son. You got sucked out into the world. You thought everything was all peaches and cream on this side of the fence. You crossed over, and yeah, now you get behind. You're behind whooped. No, that's what it was. That's what I believe prodigal son was. It's like he had a purpose, but a man who doesn't have a purpose goes out into the world. You become a destroyer. You're going to become a destroyer or you're going to get destroyed. Right? Hold on. Let's rewind that. A man without a purpose is going to become a destroyer or he's going to be destroyed. The prodigal son is the same thing. Didn't have a purpose. So he just seen the city from far off. Hey, I'm about to head to the city. You about to head to the city with the no purpose? Let's rewind that. You're about to head into the big city with no purpose? It's the prodigal son story. Son, you about to head. I know his dad was telling him, son, you about to head into the city. Okay, what you gonna do? What's your purpose? What's your reason? What's this? What's that? What you gonna do? I'll just hold up.
I don't know, man. I'll figure it out when I get there, man. Let me just get my money. Let me get on, man.
Hey, son, that's the big city over there. You might want to have a purpose in place before you go to that big city.
Nah, man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Yeah, let me get that little bit of money that you owe me real quick. I'm out head to the city, man. I'll see y'all country boys later.
This is what I'm saying, gentlemen. I know it's you know. Should give myself a hand, man. Skit was hot. That skit was hot. But yeah, gentlemen, going to any place with no purpose makes you a destroyer. You walking around in life with no purpose, gentlemen, it's going to make you a destroyer or you're going to get destroyed. Once again, prodigal son, hey, listen, you went to the big city without a purpose. His dad knew his son going into the big city without a purpose was going to destroy him. He was going to become, once again, he's going to become a destroyer or he's going to get destroyed. And sometimes, you getting destroyed doesn't mean that you pass away. You get killed or something like that. But sometimes being destroyed is the best lesson that any man can go through. Sometimes you have to get destroyed. You have to be basically with nothing. You have to get destroyed to come to your right mind. Prodigal son, hey, listen, you left the safety, you left. The thing is, hey, you got to give it to him. He left the house. He left home. I want to be a man. Same thing with me, gentlemen. I left the house, left upstate New York, went to the military 7 years, got out, spent the last 14 some change in DC, Maryland, Virginia. Yeah, gentlemen, I got destroyed, man. Plenty of times I got destroyed. And sometimes the destruction, a lot of that destruction that I've caused, was lack of me of not having a vision for not a vision, well, not having a purpose, not operating in purpose. So I myself became a destroyer. This is how we become destroyers, gentlemen. This is how women, women come into our lives, gentlemen, and we become her destroyer. Use and abuse. It doesn't matter. I don't have purpose for my life, so I'm not rooted and grounded in anything. You come into my life, you might be good. You might be a good girl, this X, Y, and Z. You come into this destroyer's life, and this man is about to put you through the ringer. He's about to do you dirty. So, that female coming to that destroyer life, now you turn her into a destroyer. See, this is how we keep the foolishness. This is how stuff goes on in life. Where's the purpose? You can fix all of this by people getting to themselves. What is the purpose? What is your purpose for existence? If you get into yourself, there'll be less calamity out. See, there's no foundation from within, so there's going to be calamity out here because you're supposed to bring the foundations that is within you. You're supposed to bring it out you, so you can stop the chaos. You're supposed to stop the chaos. But if you're not operating in purpose, you out here getting distracted by X, Y, and Z. You can't bring the foundation within you out you. Now you just gonna get sucked into what everybody else is doing. You're going to get sucked into what everybody else is doing, quick, fast, in a hurry. No purpose, no foundation, no nothing. You're not standing upon anything, and you're walking around here just like the prodigal son in hostile environments. Wherever you come from or wherever you move to can turn hostile real quick. My bad, that's my daughter. Yeah, John, you become a destroyer or you're going to get destroyed. And everybody that comes into your life is going to follow suit. You're going to make that person be a destroyer, or you're going to destroy them themselves. This is how this is how this disease spreads. And now it's cool to be, now all of a sudden it's cool to be a know nothing. Right? The dumber you are, the cooler you are. This is what life is becoming. This is what life is becoming, not life. This is what life is becoming. Yeah. So once again, let's get back to purpose. Gentlemen, let's get back to purpose. You're talking about working out situations in your life, working out. Once again, it starts from you. It starts from me. If I'm supposed to be the leader, I'm supposed to be the son, whatever you want to call it. It starts with me. I gotta go within to bring some things out. I want to be a leader, not a destroyer. Oh yeah. I'll say it again. Be a leader and not a destroyer. And that's operating in purpose. Without purpose, you're going to be a destroyer. That's only two. Listen, gentlemen, that's only two things you could pick from. You're going to be either be a leader or you're going to be a destroyer. There is no gray area. You're going to lead, hopefully properly, because you're operating in purpose. You're doing something productive. Or you're going to be on the other side, man, who don't know purpose, who are now become destroyers. Men who are leaders, they're producers. Producers and destroyers, they're not, they don't have anything in common. So if I'm leading, I'm definitely producing. But if you have no purpose, then you're out here destroying. See, leaders and destroyers, they're not even in the same areas. I'll say it again, men who have purpose, they're not running around X, Y, and Z. If they're going somewhere in purpose. They're going somewhere on purpose to do something with purpose. So there's no how you say, when extra movement, when you're doing martial arts. There's no extra movement. There's no extracurricular activities and things of that nature, because everything is calculated because I'm moving in purpose. See, men who move in purpose are do things calculated. Right? Men who move with a purpose, things are calculated. Things are just not done. You know, men who have no purpose, like I said, they're destroyers. So they just go and they just do this and do that on a whim, this and boom and boom and boom and boom. These men become destroyers. So they go out here. Hey, go out there. Okay, I go. Do this. Okay, I'll go. See, the men with no purpose, once again, they're like robots. They're destroyers. They're going to be destroyers or they're going to be destroyed. But men who are leaders are producers. These destroyers and these leader purpose man and a no purpose man don't have anything in common. It doesn't work. We can't have conversations. There's plenty of guys, and the thing is, there's going to be a lot more destroyers than there's going to be a lot more leaders. I'm going to tell you that right now. That number is going to be It's going to be astronomical. Those who are really, there's going to be a whole bunch of destroyer type men, and there's going to be very few leader men. So you gentlemen you gotta choose, man. Which one are you gonna be? Yeah, it's gonna be harder to be on this side. Listen, you want to be a leader. There's disciplines and there's things that there's a lot of change that goes on, a lot of transformation, a lot of packing and unpacking. Now learning and unlearning and things of that nature, man. It's hard to be a leader. Every day could be different. As long as you moving forward. Once again, there's some things you just gonna have to pick up. Some things you're gonna have to put down. Producers and leaders they're progressing. But people who are destroyers, nah, man, they just destroy. That's it. That's their life is destroying. I just destroy. That's it. Destroy, destroy, destroy. That's all I'm doing is just destroying. You become like a locust. You become a disease. Man with no purpose is like it's like a disease. It's like a robot. I just program you and I send you on your way and you're gonna do the bidding of your master. You just do the bidding of your master. You become a destroyer. I just send you out to these certain places and you're gonna do my bidding because you don't have a purpose. So yes, you become my destroyer. Until you get destroyed, then just it is what it is. Oh well. Move on to the next one. But yeah, gentlemen, that's all I gotta say. I know a little bit all over the place. But yeah, gentlemen, I talked about the masculinity is tied into your purpose. Things didn't work out because of your purpose. You weren't operating in the things you're supposed to be operating in. So yes, you were out of line. So since you're out of line, everything that comes behind you is going to be out of line as well. And the more out of line you go, if it's going like this and you out here doing this type of thing, yeah, gentlemen, everybody who's behind you is going to go this way. Yeah, gentlemen, come on, man. We got work to do, gentlemen. We got work to do. Um, let's be the examples. We talk about masculinity. A masculine man, once again, is operating in purpose. And purpose, and the thing about the purpose might be something new to the outside people. Something that comes from you could be brand new to these people. But once again, will you see it through? Will you bring it out? Will you bring out that idea, the song, poem, whatever you want to call it? Are you going to bring it out? That's where your courage comes from. I'll tell you right now, your courage comes from the purpose. Do you have enough courage to bring the thing that's in your head out here into this reality? That's where the masculinity comes from. Or do you have the courage to chase a dream? Do you have the courage to create something that may not even exist, but it exists because you're going to bring it out? Do you have the courage to follow through? When people, the so-called friends and family around you, they don't believe in this. They say, "Hey, man, listen, you out here talking this crazy stuff. You talking all this crazy stuff, man. That stuff that's never gonna work." That's when your masculinity kicks in. That you see, that's when your quote unquote masculinity kicks in. You said I can't do it. Bam, I'm going even harder. Let their fear motivate you, but you don't have to keep listening to it. But this is where the masculinity comes in, gentlemen. To do the things you've been called to do, gentlemen, that takes a lot of it takes balls, man. And the things you may do might not be popular. So the things that you bring out could cause you to be could have more enemies than friends. It is what it is, but that's where the masculinity comes from, gentlemen. Doing coming here into this existence and doing programmed to do. That's where the masculinity comes in. Everybody's going this way, but I choose to go this way. That's where your masculinity comes in, gentlemen. A real masculine man is not following the crowd. I'll say that again. A real masculine man is not following the crowd. I don't care which way you look at it. A real masculine man is not following the crowd. Actually, the crowd is actually following him. Now, once again, the crowd might not be these people, but a real masculine man might have his own little crowd rocking. But yeah, a real masculine man doesn't follow the crowd. A real masculine man is creating the reality that he wants. That's a real masculine man. That's what I get what a lot of times what these women are talking about. They're looking for that real masculine man. A man who said he's gonna do X, Y, and Z and actually pulls the trigger. A man who stands on this philosophy and doesn't back down. That's a real masculine man. So I can see where a lot of these women are coming from. But a lot of, but masculinity has been misconstrued or has been miscued as some type of thug. Nah, that's a thug is not a masculine man. Taking care of your family, providing, protecting, doing the spiritual work for your family, that's a masculine man. A responsible man is true masculinity. Being responsible and taking care of your business is a true act of masculinity. Plain and simple. Like I don't understand how masculinity has been misconstrued. And no, a man who is responsible, that's masculine. All this all this little boy stuff, all throwing punch, how you say? See, all that's not masculinity. That's a little boy. That's a little boy. See, real masculine man don't need. Think about it. Real masculine man is not even looking for a fight. Masculine men don't look for fights. I'm telling you right now. A real masculine man is trying to avoid getting physical. People think masculinity is going in there. No. See, a real masculine man is a balanced man. True masculinity is I don't have to beat on my chest like king, like I'm some type of animal. No, see a real masculine man, he assesses a situation. How can I diffuse the situation with less I can't say casualties, but yeah, it can be casualties or whatever. How can I get the situation to a better place without something getting physical? That's a masculine man. If I can talk to you and get you to calm down because you ready to go to war and this, that, and the third, that's cool. If we, if need be, if it gets to it, then it's going to come down to it regardless. But if I can avoid loss of life or loss of putting somebody in hospital, something like that, that's what masculine men do. A little boy is going to try to hurt somebody because once again, this man doesn't listen. A little boy, see a man without purpose is a little boy. So a man without purpose is going to go to war every single time. Let's rewind that. See, a man without a purpose is going to go to war every single time. And a man without a purpose is going to go to war for somebody else. Let's rewind that. A man without a purpose will go to war for anybody. See, a man operating in his purpose, his true masculinity is not trying to go to war just for no reason. No, no, no. I have a purpose. I have things I have to do. If I step away from my purpose to come deal with you, who's gonna take my spot? See, a real masculine man is not looking for confrontation. Real masculine man, like I said, real masculine man is about his purpose. Everything is calculated. So once again, dealing with a man who's undisciplined, no purpose, these type of men don't even. I wouldn't even want to cross paths with a type of a man like that. But there's so many of these men around here. There's so many around you, no purpose. They just out here, just these zombies. People talking about I'm in Atlanta. This is where The Walking Dead came from. It's like you walking around. There's a whole bunch of dead people. They're just zombies, bunch of destroyers just walking around you until somebody gives them the signal to go do X, Y, and Z. Just go, see all these people running down the street like this because no purpose. You have no purpose, you're going to be once again, I told you, no purpose, it's going to lead to your destruction or you're going to become a destroyer, period. There's no other way to put it. But anyways, man, I'm just going on and on and on. Man, I appreciate everybody once again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you people, you gentlemen have to know what time it is, man. You have to know what time it is. But once again, I appreciate everybody. Hey, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Also, donate to the Cash App. It's the $1247. 1247 Clothing Company. PayPal is the @ SIMON 1247. And man, you gentlemen, you come out here, man, you operate in purpose because your purpose is much needed. It's time for men to operate in real masculinity. I know I was a little all over the place today. But I'm talking, it still goes back to, why things didn't work out for me. But it all goes back to the purpose. Period, point blank. It's all about the purpose. It's all about the purpose. Without purpose, I'm telling you, man, you become destroyers. Period. Without purpose, you're going to be destroyed and you're going to become a destroyer. Prodigal son, man. You got to stay up. Peace.